Ladies and gentlemen, today we are actually on a playground slash field. Rachel, where exactly are we right now?
We're at Orchard Elementary School.
Orchard Elementary School, and they have a nice little field over here that we were just playing on.
Yep.
And we are in Billings, Montana.
Billings, Montana.
And Rachel happens to be a fast pitch softball player.
That's correct.
And so, Rachel, tell everybody how this passion started for you.
I first started playing when I was about 8 years old when I got introduced to softball. And my sister had played before me, and it was just kind of something that we do. And I've been doing it ever since I was 8, and I fell in love with it. And played college ball, was blessed enough to get a scholarship to do that. And then had my family and just had a whole void in my life. And then I finally got to the point where my kids were old enough and I could be gone a little bit more, and went back to coaching. And it's my stress relief. I just love being out there. If I could do it all the time, 24/7, that's what I would do.
You know what? I mean, I interview people who have incorporated a passion into their lives to inspire other people to do the same. And you are the epitome of what I'm all about. It's just you have something you love and you've had it your whole life. Some people, it's new, it's something they discover, but most people are just rediscovering something they've actually always had an interest in, and then incorporating it in a way that makes their life either more exciting or more meaningful. So how do you think that's happened for you? How does this make your life more exciting to have fast pitch ball in it?
I'm just at home when I'm out there. And my daughter's just starting her journey with softball, and I've coached a competitive ASA team for the past 3 years, and I started when they were 12, and now they're 16.
Wow.
And the other side of that is just the growth that you can have in the player, and just being able, if I get through to one girl, not only about softball, but about life lessons and how to be there for other people and how to support people, and, teaching them work ethic and hustle and all that stuff. It's not just the game, it's life. They can truly take what we learn on the field and transfer it into every part of their life. And I think that's what fills me the most, is seeing those girls grow from 12-year-olds into young ladies, into the working world, into, just awesome women.
Who are soon going to be moms.
Absolutely.
You'll be seeing that coming next.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. How do you think because I've seen this with my daughter too, she's 24 now and she's got a corporate job. And I mean, I see this in her life. My crew member, Chelsea, who connected the two of us together today.
Correct.
Same thing, you guys played together, and I see how she applies those principles to her life. I also see how when she put on the catching gear, because you and I, nobody knows this yet, but you and I were just out on the field and you were pitching to me, and I did get to, I said, I'm not stopping till I hit a ball, so thankfully I didn't have to do it too long. But it is scary to be behind one of your pitches, just so you know.
Thank you. I've heard that my whole life.
Yeah, thank you. That's okay. So anyway, I see them applying these principles from being in sports and athletics into their adult lives. What do you think you took most from sports into your adult life?
I think just the most thing is probably how to work with others. Because you're always going to have girls on your team that you don't necessarily get along with, but you have a common goal or purpose that you have to work through to get to. Whether that's school, whether that's at your job, the team work ethic, I think, just applies tenfold when you're growing up and when you're an adult.
What kind of, you left the sport, you started your family, you have 2 kids, you started your family, and then you came back. What kind of hesitations or challenges did you have getting back into it after being out of it for a period of time?
I think just to make sure that now I'm the adult and I'm going to have to multitask with my children. How do I make sure that my children don't feel like mommy left them? Or mommy likes softball more than she likes me. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's the balance that I have to continue to work on and have.
Well, I think you're doing that with your kids because you're showing them and including them in the sport. And you're being such a strong role model that, they're going to look up to that in you, just so you know. Even your son, he's young. I saw him throw a ball up and hit it with the bat. I was like, isn't he a little young to be able to do that well. You know what I mean? And your daughter, she's in the game. Like, she wants to play over there with us, and she's in it. So, you know, being a strong woman and being a strong mom and a role model like that, I think is just going to teach them that they can do whatever they want. You know, but I get that you need to balance it. What do you think you've discovered about yourself during this?
My ability to prioritize. Because I think once you become a mom, that's super hard. And, you know, making sure that you know that it's okay to be able to do something for you. I don't think I would be as good of mom if I didn't have coaching, because it's my release. Moms have to be okay within themselves to be able to award themselves that. It's not being selfish to not be there all the time for them. You know, you have to grow. You can't be the best mom you can be if you don't have something else that fuels you. Yes, we get a ton from our children, but you still have to find your true passion. And if your true passion is your kids 24/7, then that's it too. But a lot of us are different. You know, some of us have to read, some of us has to swim, some of us have to, you know, we just have to have something to be able to be the best.
Because moms are people too.
Exactly.
And so you need to have things that challenge you and excite you and interest you and create and further develop your person.
Right.
Right. I get
We never
it.
stop growing.
So you know what, Rachel, I am all about envision, explore, and execute a plan, right, to improve
Right.
your life. So what can other moms see? Like, what can they envision their life to be like if they decide to take that time for themselves and develop something that they enjoy?
I think the possibilities are almost endless, you know, because it's okay to dream. It's okay to, you know, go out and do stuff that you never thought you could do, because that just shows your children and your husband or your mom that it's never too late to just experience life and to get out there. That's good.
I think so many people are afraid to do that, but yet they don't understand that the respect that they get back because they are doing it. And you're going to have some people who comment and, you know, and really it's because they wish they were doing it.
Exactly. You're always going to have the naysayers, but the memories and the stuff that you will leave with your children and with your children's children, you know, that's, you can't put a price on that.
So how did you get started then? Like, what's the go-do today? What do you suggest people just to take that first step?
Do some research. You know, if you know what your passion is, join a club. Okay? Go out there, you know, find a buddy, find a girlfriend, find somebody that can push you positively to be able to reach what you want to.
You know what, I'd like to make you part of our private Facebook group so people can reach out to you if they'd like to talk to you about this further. Is that all right with you?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today,
Absolutely.
for talking to me about all this, and for pitching to me. Hopefully it won't be too sore tomorrow.
Right? Ice. Ice, ice, ice.
I'm going to have my hands in ice tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I talk to you, 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 and we love, and we hate, and we demonstrate. We try to relate. This is my break.